All right, guys, I'm back. Let me explain to you what's going on. That was my second call of the day about 403 access denied. Okay, let me explain to you why that's happening. Update your computer. You come into the 21st century. All the hackers and scammers use old machines. So if you're on Windows 7, you ain't going to get on Stunt Hanger. Windows 7, that's, let's see, 2009. That's 15 years old. 16 years old, let's see. $20.26 minus 2009. 17 years old. Come on, wake up, get into the 21st century. But it wasn't just him. There's another person that's been trying to get on the forum, and they're getting the error message 403 denied. When I first updated the forum, Windows 7 could get on, and they could look at it. But I was getting attacked again by 10 gazillion bots. So in order to stop that, we updated from Perl 7, whatever it was, to 8.3. So the database has been updated. The ISP has decided that they're no longer going to allow that old software on the server. Ain't nothing I can do about it. You know, I get a lot of, complaints, and they say, I can't do it. It's not my fault. There's nothing I can do. So, and I feel bad, but because I know everybody's on a fixed income and this, that, and the other. But I've got to look at the greater picture. Is it in Stunt Hanger's best interest to let all the scammers in the world on, and a couple of guys who won't update the system? Or is it better to leave that on and, for the greater good? So I'm looking to have Stunt Hanger last another 10 years anyway, at least. We lasted 20 without much issue. It would be nice to last another 20 without issue, but I won't be here. And by then, maybe some kid will take it over and figure out how to get all the bots off. Anybody that's younger, if anybody's like 50, 40 would be better. You need to get with me, because when I'm gone, this is gone. And there's some 40-year-old guys that could do this, They may not be able to build like I can, but they can at least run the site and run the website. One time, these Chinese guys tried to steal my domain, stunthanger.com. And they wrote me an email saying they're going to hijack it and steal the name. I said, yeah. Beijing, China. And I wrote them back. I said, go ahead. You know, they wanted to hold me for ransom. I said, go ahead. You can have the name, but without me, there is no stunt hanger. They didn't get it. Here's a deal, and I want you guys to burn this into your head. If you get an email from any one of your credit card companies or anything offering you whatever, click on this link or whatever, don't do it. Just delete it. Any company, and especially if it doesn't have your name, your real name on the email, give them a call on the phone. I know it's a pain in the ass because you're going to get the Philippines or some, hello, my name is John, your ass, or some Indian guy. But it would behoove you to take heed. Now, my sister, who's 55, she got scammed because she wasn't smart enough to follow these steps. Don't click on emails, even if they look legit. If you didn't initiate the contact, because I'd sure hate to see any of my guys get scammed. Okay, we got this. Yep. That's what the deal is. So Wayne, if you're watching this, you need to get on a new machine. Something newer than Windows 7, 17 years old. Okay, let's get some material. Let's see, we want to use we'll use the old stuff. I got plenty. I need another strip. Forgot about that. Okay, that's the body. I would suggest that if you got animals, dogs, cats, whatever, don't let them get in that stuff. Okay. Shit, even my phone is updating. It's just something you gotta do. Okay, so that'll be long enough for those. One. That's 4 of those. I need 1 fiberglass and 1 and 2 4. 1 and 4. I guess we're mixing 50, so it's 6.5 and 50. Again, that seemed to work pretty good. Well, we got 11 and 6, so at least somebody's watching. I got this scrap piece down in this bucket we can use, I think. Yeah, I don't want to have to get a new roll started. Yeah, we'll make it easy. Sick of not having enough room. I got to get the new shop started anyway. It's just a pain in the ass. So if you're a kid, 40, which is not really a kid, if you're a young man, I'd say 40 anyway, stable, knows computers, get a hold of me. I got to have somebody to turn this over to. "20-year legacy is not going to go away when I go away." Just can't. So we want to go how wide now? And no, I'm not thinking about offing myself. I'm just to the reality of everybody's getting old. And shit, all my friends are dead. All my motorcycle buddies are gone. Hard life. Hard life. That ain't very good. Well, we got 5 out of that one, so I'll get rid of that crappy one here. Pretty crappy. Okay, so that's that. Get rid of this shit. Need to shorten this up an inch or so. You know, I'm gonna make a tank for myself. That's instead of just 2 pieces of this, I'm gonna put an extra piece of fiberglass on, so that the fiberglass ends up on the outside. So it'll be, the layers will be fiberglass, carbon, fiberglass, carbon, fiberglass on the inside. Now they're just, it's carbon glass, you know, I ought to do it anyway. I don't know how much heavier the tank would be. They're 8/10. With the copper, they may be an ounce. It sure make it look a lot better. But, you know, this is pretty good looking stuff. Don't get me wrong. But I would like it to be better looking. I would like it to... If anybody ever bought a Casminato tank, they're rough. I think that I'm going to do it anyway. And if it comes out too heavy for them, well, I'll make another one without the extra glass. I don't see it coming out weighing much more. That piece of glass, I mean, this doesn't weigh anything. Of course, it does soak up more resin. But we'll see about squishing it all out. So if you're watching and you know who you are and you don't want me to do that, you better speak up now. Call me on the phone, and I'm asking for a phone call if you don't want that extra sheet of glass in there. I think Wendy didn't use any glass. But that's not really a composite. A composite is two different materials to make it strong. So we need to cut a 1/2 inch off of this. Or an inch. See, this is what old timers is really bad. I was just using this and it disappeared. Yep, let's do it. We'll make this the 5 ounce. We'll make this one the 5 ounce. That way it'll be lighter. I've been thinking about doing this for a while. So he's going to get one of my experimental tanks. It'll be stronger and look nicer. And it really didn't cost any more, just more time is all. And I've already got the glass. This was a remnant that I picked up at Wix, and because I got a bolt of this stuff. I got a bolt of carbon fiber too. That was $400. Let's see what this is going to weigh. Now, does anybody know how to tell how much a carbon part should weigh? You take the weight of the material and double it, because that's how much resin you want in it. So what do we got? There it is. ounces. We don't want that. We want grams. Grams. No, it's going to be too heavy. I'll just have to do it my old. I'll make myself one. That way. Let's see what this weighs. What this piece of glass weighs. Weighs 3 grams. So that's 6 grams. That'll add a 1/4 ounce to it. No, it weighs about 2.5 because it's jumping back between 2 and 3. I could put it on my beam scale, but I'm not really that interested. Okay, that's out. I'll do that for myself. I'll just make it the way I normally make them. I just got to get it saturated really good. Okay. How long have we been on it? 7 now. Okay, yesterday I said that I needed 6.5 patetta. What's going on here? 6.5. I guess I can see if it's still 0. Let's check it out. Six and a half. We'll just make it 6 in the pinch. I guess I better get some gloves on. This shit here you don't want to touch. Chem leads I can deal with. This Epon resin and the Teta, I don't want to get on my hands. Okay, gloves and sticks. So we got this. I need another cup because we're going to have to put that in here. But I'm going to do this in a big cup so it doesn't kick off so damn fast. Yep, need to fill that bottle back up. Okay. gloves. And I hate wearing these gloves. But if I don't do it, you guys will go, what are you doing? So, if you know anybody who's getting that 403 error code, tell them to upgrade their computer. Something past Windows 7. Because I'm not going to turn it back on and let China bots take me down. Okay. I don't know why hackers would use old equipment like that, but I guess because Microsoft can't spy on them. I don't know. Okay. Here we go. I guess I could weigh that and see how much it weighs and add 50 to it. I guess we got to come up to 6. Yeah, this is Ted. Okay. So we got this. Let's just do it in this cup here. Let's see how much this bad dog weigh. It weighs that's 10. It weighs It weighs 15.5 grams. So if I add 50 to that, it's going to be 65.5. So we got to add 50 to that. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yep. There it is. This shit is hard to do. Oh, I went overboard. Crap. I went over. Still too far over. Whew, it stinks. Almost. Almost. not real accurate. Pouring it out of a gallon, it comes out too fast. We're a little under. Now, let's pour a little bit in this. Just that little drop. Yeah, well, that's good enough. It's just above the line. We ain't building rockets. But it does need to be pretty damn close. It's 13 per 100. So 6.5 per 50. Yeah, we're gonna do it different this time. I'm not gonna go through. I'm gonna push it through the carbon so I get a good saturation. Which I did not do yesterday. Okay, we're on the clock. My $15 triple beam. Okay, I didn't. I think you wanted 40. I said I'll give you 15 for it. Oh, 40. Nope, 15 or nothing. Okay, 15. Great. Yeah, 15 or nothing. Shit. Oh well, hammer fell off. I gotta straighten this shithole up. I'll be done with all these projects here. Okay. We're ready, I think. This is the stuff that smells bad. It smells poisony. Like you don't want to mess with it. Throw this cup out. Smells like almonds. And for you guys who don't know, cyanide is made from almonds. At least I think it is. Okay, we need this. I don't have many paper towels in the roll. I need to get that going. Yeah, one towel left. That won't do. We're gonna make a mess. We're going to make a mess, I can tell you that right now. Come on. Okay. Here we go. Didn't have to worry too much, you know, with it sitting down in the bottom just unmixed. I mean, it probably started some type of chemical reaction, but I don't have any wax paper, any tin foil, so I got to do this the old way. Man, when I first started, I didn't know that trick about rolling, so it's going to be tough to roll. Going to be tough, but we'll get it done. I probably should make more than 50, so I got enough, but hopefully I got enough there for the end caps. If not, no big deal. I just need the body. I gotta make sure to get a good body out of this. I guess I could put it back in the cup. Yeah, we can do that. Maybe. We don't have to put it back in the cup. I'll put it in that mold. Like I said, the last one of these, I didn't have the resin down in the carbon fiber good enough, and it left voids, pinholes. Would it still hold fuel? I don't know. We're going to try, but I don't want to send it out to a customer and have them say, well, this thing's junk. This is shit. Pride in craftsmanship reflects your quality of work. There's what we can do. We can get that brush. I wouldn't have had enough. We're not doing this. Should be all right spread out like this. It shouldn't exotherm like it did last night. Okay. I think this is going to be a better way to do things. Get it all out there on the carbon and mop it up and put it in this mold. Get this one closed up and then close that one up. I did it the other way around yesterday. I'm learning. Okay, that's that one. Okay. Yeah, shit. You might wonder why I'm twisting it, because I got a bowl hole right there and a bowl hole right there. I gotta clear. And when I close the mold, it just smashes it anyway. Let's see here. I'll get this off here. We might need that for the glass. It feels like it's warm in here, and that's not good. That is not good. Yeah, we'll get it to go down through there. No good. Won't be able to get it out. There we go. I'll use these small ones on this. Yeah, I'm going to do it this way. You know, I had some C-clamps. Okay, let's work on this. Now, I'll tell you what, if it ain't down in there now, I don't know what would be. If it ain't in there now, I don't know what would be. Okay, so now that I got it on there, I need to squeegee it off as much as possible. You want it light, yeah, but I know it's filled. I can see it. I can definitely see it. I think I need to roll from that end. What a deal. Yeah, let's roll from that end. I never tried it before, but where's my plug? There it is. Let's see. We want this on this end. That worked out pretty good. Oh well, that seam ain't gonna be quite perfect, but it'll be all right. So we need to go this way with this. There it is. That's better. Get rid of that booger. It'll be fine. Yeah. I need to find my C clamps is what I need. I haven't seen them in shit a year. Model airplanes, ain't they great? Okay, we got that part. Now, I need to open this up. I need to get some toe on this end. So we can tank that in there. What did I do with the toe? I mean, I can do it without it, but it sure makes it a lot easier to have it. There it is. Yeah. You know what? I used that card toe. Yeah. 48 stuff. Where the hell did I do with it? What the hell did I do with it? Of course, I didn't put it back where it belonged. Why would I do that? Oh well, we're kind of stuck. I'm going to have to use the 16 and wrap around it quite a bit. This is what makes the mold come apart right here, this, so that I can get the center out of it. If you don't have this on it, the whole thing will slide through the female. Come on now. Where's my brush? It should be good enough. Tomorrow about this time, it'll just dink right out of there, and then we can put them all together. I gotta mix one more batch of resin to glue them together. Of course, it would be nice to clean that one tank end up. So let me get my gloves off here, because these are, everything gets so messy with all that shit everywhere. We need to get some more clamps on that, I think. I don't have many. I just got these little jobbies. They ain't worth a shit. I'll look for my C clamps here. I think I got them down there. I got a couple big ones. Squeeze the crap out of it to get all the resin out that I can. I need them bolts is what I need. Nuts. Just blow it together. Okay, I had it down here. Of course they're not there. Oh, here they are. There we go. We'll get some shit on this. Get rid of these little jobs. Yeah, it's if you're gonna do this stuff, model airplane stuff, there's a lot of shit to know. I mean, it's not just woodwork, it's this and how to solder and how to wire, you know, if you're an electric guy. There we go. I hear shit happening now. I hear it happening now. Why is it my nose always itches when I got hands full of epoxy? Here's a word to my people who watch or who participate in the Hangout. You must be a subscriber within the last 3 years to grab the link. So tomorrow night, don't come on and say, "Hey, I can't get in." That's right. You can't get in because you didn't, you know, I hate to be that way, but this stuff is costing me so much money. I just spent $3,000 on the forum. I just can't do it anymore. And of course, once again, the contributions did not cover the bill. It never does. And that doesn't include the Zoom. You know, I got to pay for that Zoom Pro so that we can have people on there for whatever, ever how long. All right, enough bitching. Oh, this thing's starting to heat up. Any questions? We went another hour. So this took me an hour and a half to do. So I got 3 hours in this tank because I had to do it twice. Yeah, shit. But they'll be nice. And this one here, oh, you know what? I need to tape that up and see if I made it in time before I went to the B stage. I want to make this seam look really nice. So don't be afraid to order one of these tanks from me if that's what you're into, because it will be right when you get it, or you won't get it. Yep, I got it just in time. This is the second coat along the seam. And I normally don't coat them twice, but it didn't look real good, so I decided we'd kind of doctor up the appearance. What the hell, but there it is. Now I've sold a couple tank kits, and you can put these caps on with JB Weld. It just doesn't look as professional. Of course, that's how Casminato puts his caps on, JB Weld. But that's that. If you get anything out of these videos, please subscribe. Like them, of course. Share them. That gives me some engagement. All the chats that you guys do in the super chats, that all helps the channel grow. I'm at, I think, 5,010 now. So we had a pretty good month as far as subscribers go. Not many new members, paid members, but I've got to make a little something on this, you know. It's not worth doing. And I put a lot of time into all this stuff. You know, you guys may think that I'm getting rich doing this, but trust me, I ain't. I ain't. There's no money in this. Alrighty. Where's my mice? Please like, subscribe, share. I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully, we're putting these together. I'll be soldering some copper tubes. I'll be JB welding tubes in and JB welding them together and wrapping them with copper and some nuts. They won't be done tomorrow, but they should be well both both tanks pretty well along the way. Alrighty, I'll see you later. Fair winds, tight lines. See you.